Hello, friends. Welcome. This is the Heroes Era, and we are live. This is our Monday night Dungeons and Dragons campaign. As usual, I have with me Chris as Jules.
That's me.
Oh, slightly out of frame there on my screen. Sorry.
Oh.
And
this way?
Over here.
I don't know.
And we have Bodhi as
Where's my
Reynold.
monitor?
Hi, the healer cleric, doing his best. Oh, sorry. Do you want a longer intro? I can give you a longer.
That's great.
Oh.
That's great.
Okay.
That was like twice as long as mine. So
Yeah, I think I had 4 words.
Yeah, and we are telling a story. Oh my gosh. I feel frazzled. I'm sorry,
Good
guys.
start, guys.
all right.
Excellent as usual.
We'll just
Tonight-
scrap it. We'll see you next week, guys. Thank you.
Yeah.
We are telling a story, but we do not yet know how it will go. The players, the dungeon master, the dice, all of these will have a hand in how the game unfolds. This is the Heroes Era. And Joel might be joining us. I'm not sure. Haven't heard from him today. So hope everything is good with him, and hopefully he'll drop in soon. Sometimes that happens. I think he struggles to get home from work quickly enough. Sometimes there's traffic and whatnot, you know.
Yeah.
If he's not breaking traffic laws and giving speeding violations, I don't want to hear it.
Fair point.
If he's not drifting horizontally down the freeway to get to his house on time, it's not. I don't even want to.
There are tens of people waiting for him.
And I think we'll be able to carry on without him. We'll see how we do. That's a lot of pressure on you guys. I know.
Oh,
But
no.
we can carry that burden.
We'll see what happens.
Last game, you kind of started your journey to rescue Brahms from the frigid north. First, you will be journeying to the Frelsey shipyards, though, and so you've been following essentially a rail that leads straight there from Trikeshnia across a frozen plain. And you've amassed quite a following as well, now that Reynold is essentially the bearer of the light in a dark world. And during your journey, you encountered these giants. They ambushed you from beneath the piles of snow, and some of your party or your followers fled and were lost in the storm. And so when we left off, you desired to seek them out. At first, Mordecai... Sorry, am I saying the right? Yeah, sorry. Sometimes I second guess the name because there's not only a lot of M and K like wizard names in this game, but just in general. So, anyways, he was essentially lit up with holy light, and so was Lucky the Imp. They're kind of flying around trying to corral all of the people who had fled in terror of the giants. The giants had been slain, and so you elected to stay here and try to find, these people who had wandered off or fled. And so if you would, can you guys please make for me, what I would like is a survival check. And then if you would like to instead aid the check, you can do so with perception if you choose. But I would like a survival check from one of you, and then one of you to essentially help.
I can do survival.
Yeah, can I help with perception?
Yes, if you would make a perception check then, and then from Reynold a survival check, please.
Sorry, I did not mean to do that with advantage, but that's a 26.
Randall has been rough riding it for most of his life. 27.
Nice.
Okay. Well, before the evening is, grown to, we'll call it an evening, even though there is no light in the sky. Before it has gone on for too long, you're able to find everybody. You have powerful spells of light to aid you, and you also have many among you who are able to cast spells of light. So, as a team, you're all able to work together and find these people who fled. There were about 28 or so that had been lost, now found.
Oh, wow. That's, whew. Sorry, everybody. That kind of had that happened. I thought that would go a lot smoother, but it didn't. Whew. We should keep moving. Yeah, I don't want to stay around here.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay. And so you journey on from this place of danger. The snow persists. And it is not a freezing snow. But it's cold enough to be unpleasant. Excuse me. You journey well through the night. People grow tired, but people can also sleep in the wagons and carts that are pulled if need be. And I would just have you journey through the next couple of days, all the way to the cliffs above the Frelsey shipyard, where there is a station. And the journey was, arduous, but your whole group has made it. Everybody is travel weary. Of course, atop the cliffs, there's the rail station where you originally set out from. And then there is essentially a steep trail leading down to the Frelsey shipyards, which are a frozen bay where many ships have been frozen in place and turned into permanent residences or places of business, and a city has emerged here. And, in fact, now that you return, you see that there are many more encampments here, as, before this was a kind of a waypoint, for people on the way to Trikeshnia, but now it's more of a destination that people are trying to get to as they flee Trikeshnia, as it's been overtaken by the spider webs. And apologies.
Hey, Jules.
Yeah.
I wonder if Chucker Dory's here.
Ooh, I wonder. We should check in on our investment.
Yeah. See if he's done anything with it.
See if he's done the right things with it.
I don't mind if he gambled a little bit, honestly. But, as long as most of it went to, business stuff, whatever that is, I'm okay.
Yeah, that seems fair.
Mm-hmm.
I apologize. My notes are not as organized as I thought they were. Nonetheless, as your party, is all congregating atop this steep hillside, you do see Chucker Dory's Undertow Tavern below. And, before it was kind of a single large room, you see that he has actually, expanded the place. It looks as though part of a wreckage of a ship has been moved into place to kind of extend it, like a hall of sorts. But as you are all kind of congregating, getting ready to make your trek down the steep hill here, you hear, amidst the storm overhead, perhaps a rhythmic disturbance, and then you recognize this is the flapping of very large wings. You see a griffin come out of the darkness, quickly grab a mule, and use its beak to quickly tear the reins of the cart and lift this mule into the air. And as quickly as it has come, it has disappeared with this mule. The people scream. Everybody begins to congregate and huddle together.
What if that mule had a name?
Probably did. I'm checking the skies. I want to see if there's any other. Is this a flock or a I don't know, what do you call a group of griffins? Is this a caravan of griffins?
Perhaps. Would you make a perception check, please?
Yeah. Perception 13.
It's hard to see in the storm and the darkness right now, but you do recall from earlier there were many griffins swarming this cliffside, and they seemed
Can I try to
angry. Go ahead.
Can I try to add a psychic die to that perception check?
Yes.
Ooh.
Okay, nice. How about a 21?
As you search the snow that kind of spirals down at you, you see amidst the snow far away other shapes that are spiraling. And indeed, there is a large flock of these beasts circling overhead your party, the cliffside.
All right. So I'll immediately turn to the crowd and just start shouting. There's more. Take cover. Everybody get down. This isn't over. And start like kind of directing people to take cover either like under the carts or inside if we could get to somewhere, or
Sure.
if there's tree cover we can get under, anywhere we can get cover.
Okay. And as you huddle together, it seems as though the griffins kind of keep their distance. And so there's the steep path before you if you wish to get to the city of the Frelsey shipyards, or of course there is the station up here where you could wait. But I would say there's no reason to believe that these griffins would be leaving, as they've been here for so long.
Okay. How far down is the shipyard from where we're at?
It is that same kind of cliffside trail that you scaled on the way up, aided by ropes tied to poles that have been driven deep into the earth there. And there are, several underhangs and plateaus on the way down. It is a rough going for carts and wagons. Many stop up top, leaving some of the carts, but others would elect to brave it if that is what you guys are, have in mind.
Okay. All right, so what I'd like to do then is those that want to try to stay hunkered down for a little while, we'll allow them to do so, of course. The ones that want to try to brave it, I'm gonna try to see. I'm sure in this time we've been traveling, I've gotten a bit of an assessment of the type of people that we have with us. Do we have anyone that maybe has been helping us with hunting game on the trip and things like that? Anybody that's good with a bow or a crossbow? Or something like that? Okay.
At least a small handful of people. Yep.
Okay, so I'd like to take our ones that are our most assured shots and try to bring them to find like a spot where we can sort of see, get our best vantage point to try to offer some cover fire while the rest of the group is trying to scale down. So if there are any more of these griffins swooping in or anything like that, we can kind of try to shoot them off the cliffside and keep them away from the rest of the group as they go.
Okay, and then a small group of these, skilled bowmen or bow women join you, Jules.
Bow folk. Yeah.
Bow folk.
And they will grant cover to the group as they make their way down. Reynold, what do you wish to do?
I would like to take the children that we have traveling with us and gather them around around me, and I would like to make the trip down, just so that they're secure at the bottom of the hill with other people guarding them, so they can get to somewhere safe. So we make sure that they're okay first. And to help me do that, I'm going to cast Spirit Guardians on myself, which basically gives the appearance of spirits, which I will make appear as a bunch of hooks, like fishing hooks, meat hooks, any type of hook you can think of. Maybe even a anchor, just to throw it in there because we're going towards a shipyard. And they're just swinging around in like a protective circle around me as I gather the children and keep them safe.
Okay. With the kind of plan of attack almost that you have set up here, you're able to guide these people to safety at the bottom of the cliffs. It's an easy enough task. Some griffins dart in to kind of try to take a pick at the group of children Reynald's leading, but the arrows of this group with Jules are just a quick volley that chase it away into the darkness, and they're smart enough to realize that attacking any further would probably mean, the death of one of the creatures, and they keep their distance high above in the darkness in the storm. And so I would have the group that you lead reach Undertow Tavern. This is Chucker Dory's establishment, and it's right at the base of these cliffs, essentially, or it's one of the nearest establishments to it. And as you approach, you see that he has fixed up the outside of it a little bit, and he's kind of maintained the sea decor.
All right, looks good.
I knock on the door, and it just kind of swings open because it's a loose one. Chucker Dory! Chucker Dory!
Partners are here.
Is he?
Right there.
You're here?
Guys.
Oh, hey. We're gonna need some shelter for some people. That we're.
Oh, it's down. Man, I forget how Chucker Dory was. He's a tough one.
Checker, you seem different.
Jules. Master Jules, Mordecai, it's so good to see you all. Come in quick from the cold. We got plenty of room for all of you.
Oh,
Quite a mighty party with you.
Yeah, we got quite a few with us today. So.
Good thing I've been expanding the place, putting your coin to good work, gentlemen.
I see.
And later, maybe we could talk some more business, too.
That sounds great. In the meantime, any of that coin we give you, buy us some nice hot stews in here or anything?
Oh, you kidding me? Whatever you like. I got some apple pies, too.
Oh,
sounds delicious. We got a lot of people out here that could use a good warm meal.
Yeah, so. Man, she makes them with the seawater and it's like the salt. Oh, it's good. Hang on. Come on in.
Yep. I'll kind of wave everybody else in and get everybody situated in there.
I sidebar with Jules real quick. Jules.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna have to break his heart and tell him that he has to move his store, his tavern, because the kind of cotton it's kind of really bad.
Yeah, I mean, we'll have to have that conversation with him, I think.
I think we can present it as like a franchise opportunity.
I imagine he lives here. He has to know something's happening, right? It's not like it's going to be a surprise.
News has to have traveled down here.
Yeah. Well, we'll see.
We'll see.
Well, it ain't two of my favorite patrons. Now, I don't know if I have quite enough beds for all these people, but they can stay in the hall.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, wherever we could find some space. Honestly, we can, because we've got a few rooms on reserve here, correct?
Oh yeah, I got you taken care of. I got your suites ready for you.
You can give my room to some of these fine people for the evening. I'll take the hallway. That's fine.
Yeah, give my room to some of the children. They can have like a
That's
slumber
mighty nice
party.
of you.
I haven't slept in a bar stool for a while.
So as good it is to see you. Now, what are you all doing back here? I thought you'd taken up in Trakeshnia.
Oh,
I know things aren't going too well over there.
We're running from
that's
demons.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a rough spot.
Quite literally, all hell is broken loose.
Yeah. It's
that's
not
good news.
Yeah, it's not gonna be super great for business down here either, unfortunately.
Well, I don't know. This seems like a lot of new customers.
They're gonna be leaving.
A lot of new fleeing refugees.
Yeah.
We have. I'm gonna be honest with you. We aren't sure that we can even save the continent.
Well, that's a big ask, ain't it? I mean,
we tried our
just
best.
a group of you?
Well, what I mean is, I don't think that we could hold it off. This can't be isolated to just over there, or even this area, or this, this land. It's gonna spread. I don't know what to do. That's why we're all fleeing. We're heading to the docks. We're getting on boats and we're getting out of here.
It's really bad.
Yeah, I mean, there's something about that though. There's, I mean, I don't know if you've seen the boats out there.
Yeah.
Those griffins overhead are madder than a wet hen. They've been snapping them. All the masts on the boats.
Ooh.
Just like toothpicks.
That's not good.
Yeah, no one been able to leave the harbor. My little bay schooner, she been docked and under repairs now for the last week or so. Right after you left, I bought me one. We were serving catch of the day. I still sending out the fishermen, but they're not able to sail. They just been fishing off the coast.
So they just can't get out and use this. Has anyone tried to just paddle out or whatever, far enough
then
away?
griffins swarm them like a group of mosquitoes.
Follow it down.
Yeah. They sink them. They're mad. Rumors, and I may know something about it. Someone's took their eggs. Good group of them eggs.
How long ago did that happen?
Well, hard to say. Been maybe a couple weeks before you was here. That's when they started looking for him.
How long does a griffin egg take to incubate? I mean, is it even an egg anymore at this point?
It depends on where it's been, I guess.
That's fair. That's a good point.
I think they take a good smell, but I'm not sure. Never had me a griffin egg.
Yeah, I guess that's a good point. Yeah.
Sound to me that we gotta kill these griffins. Get rid of them.
I mean, unless you got some griffin eggs laying around.
Well, I mean, I said I do know something about the egg, but let me tell you, there's this guy Murderhawk. He rides the griffins. Yeah. He's a nice enough guy usually, but he's been right pissed because of these eggs being taken. Anyways, he might know where the eggs are, but he also might know it's too dangerous for him to go alone, and he's actually been looking for some blokes crazy enough to go get him back. And it would benefit everybody, but everybody's so damn busy looking out for themselves. And I'm not the kind of guy that can go and do this sort of thing. Cause
how far away is this place? How far away is this place where these eggs are?
Oh, it's not far. It's just they're in a warehouse on the other side of town. I mean, I think that's what I heard. Don't mention that I know this.
Why? Is there like a law in town?
Look, I worked with this guy from time to time. I like doing business with him, but also need to get these griffins off of the back of this place. I mean, I need my catch of the day. We got a lot more people now, and fishing from the shore is not going to fulfill, fill all these plates.
What do you think there, Red? You think we got time for a little side step?
Let's go help some griffins.
All right, where can we find this guy?
Hey, Murderhawk, he's been in and out of here. Maybe if you just chill out, he'll show up.
All right. Well, if you see him come in, send him our way. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys want to rest, that's understandable too. You've been traveling in the storm. You came all the way from Trikeshnia and walked, right?
Yep.
Yeah. No. Yeah. A rest would be nice too. I agree, but I'm
We
just saying
killed
if
two
you do see him
giants.
in there. Yeah. If you do see him come in, just let us know. Okay.
And almost on cue, the door of the Undertow Tavern swings open. The blustery wind behind a rather large man, what looks like a man with war paint on his face. Ah, there he is. Well, yeah, I told you he'd been around. Murderhawk! And he kind of signals this large gentleman to join you in the Undertow Tavern.
Good evening, Mr. Murderhawk. What was it?
Yes, that's what they called me.
Great. My name is Julian. You can call me Jules, as most people do.
Right, nice to meet you, Jules.
Very nice to meet you as well. This is my companion, Reynald, and Mordecai.
Don't worry about Mordecai. He's got
Don't worry about him. It's a whole. It's a curse.
It's a lot going
fine.
on, quite honestly.
Anyway,
Hey, Chucker Dory kind of says it. Murderhawk, these guys, they said they'd help you with the eggs. So, remember what I told you. He kind of steps out.
yeah,
Yeah.
we were looking to help you out with that.
Yes.
Right. Well, I have been looking for some people to help me, so I guess you know the lay of the land here. I really don't like being in town. I'd like to make this job really quick, but there's a warehouse, and I know there's a couple of brutes down below. I was fixing on coming in here, getting me enough courage to go down there alone, but I guess I'd appreciate having you along. This, I don't know. You think all of us should go? Maybe it'd be better if there's just a small group of us.
What, you want the sneaky one? I point to Jules.
A sneaky one, eh? Well,
Just a little light on my feet, so.
that wouldn't hurt. And truth be told, I could use one with that wears the armor of a dragon. But I think that too many of us might draw too much attention. I don't know. What do you think?
I get where you're going. I get where you're going with this.
Mordecai.
Why don't you stay and keep an eye on this? And I just kind of gesture at all of the people in here.
I just kind of take a book out at random. It's like, okay, you could go read this, and you can have your nice room. And
I got to set up on a psychic link so we can reach out to you if you need if we need anything, or vice versa.
All these folks are with you, eh?
yeah, we brought them in.
Yeah.
Right, from
traveling.
Trikeshnia?
Yeah,
Yes.
big evacuation.
I tell you, I plan on getting out of here myself.
It's a smart move.
Right,
Part
me
of the
and the
reason we want to get this
birds.
sorted.
I'm sorry.
You and your birds?
Aye, that's right. The mad hens above, I would call them.
The griffins. Those,
Right, that's right.
Those are your. Oh.
Yeah,
So
well,
you
they're
definitely
not
wanna
my
get
birds,
these.
you know. They're like my birds.
I
They're
get
not
what you
my
mean.
birds.
Yeah. They're your. Yeah. You don't own them.
No, they're really
But
like
they-
brothers and sisters to me.
Oh, that's
Oh.
beautiful.
I'm glad you said that before I compared them to street cats, because that would have been a bit. Okay,
They're a fair bit larger than any street cat I've seen. And can fly, and not a bit. So in that ways, I would say they're different.
It wasn't a good comparison in the first place. All right.
Okay, so
Hey, well, no harm done. But I was hoping that I could get these eggs back, and then we're gonna be getting out of here and flying far north.
yeah, let's
do it.
maybe we can make a move on that now. Let's go do that. You can tell us what you know about it on the way.
Away from prying ears.
Right, well, I know that these eggs got sold to a guy named Slim J, and he owns this warehouse, and a lot of times, he'll take animals, and wait until he has enough for a shipload and send them to Omnis to sell, like exotic animals, but...
Okay.
He's planning on leaving, obviously... My friends are kind of taking care of that issue, but soon enough, somebody's going to figure out how to get out of here, and, well, I really need to get these eggs back. He usually keeps all the wildlife in this, in a warehouse, so I know there's a beastmaster, but he likes to go have a drink. And, Murderhawk will lead you guys kind of out into the, city. He says, they're not listening to me, but of course they're not going to attack me. They're right pissed in their own mind right now. He gestures to the griffins high above.
Okay, they're not going to attack us as long as we're with you, right?
Oh, no, they won't.
Okay.
I don't think so, anyways. We should probably hurry, though. This place is along the cliffside. Yeah, we don't need to put it to the test, I guess.
Right.
And, quickly enough, you all move through the Frelsey shipyards. There are encampments of tents and, wagons that have made it this far, and groups of people. You approach what is a warehouse kind of built into the cliffside, and there is a door, of course, and a small shack next to it. Murderhawk mentions, it looks like the shack's empty. Let's make our move.
Okay, you want me to go check it out before we do that?
All right, if you want to have a look.
Okay. And I will tiptoe around and check, make sure the coast is clear, and check for any any sort of traps or anything like that.
Okay. If you will make a stealth check. And also a perception check. Excuse me.
Okay, stealth check is a 29. And the perception is a 26.
Look at this. He's going to disappear. Oh, he's already gone.
I really appreciate you guys helping me. I was fixing to do this alone. And, Jules, as you approach, you see the door to the warehouse is locked. There are 2 iron handles that are chained, and a padlock holds them closed. You see, there is this small shack of brick and wood that seems to be empty, and except for a chair, and there's also a bucket of ice water with dead fish in it. They seem fresh. And actually, with this perception, you actually feel the heat radiating off of this seat as though someone's sat there fairly recently.
Okay. Psychically to Reynold, I will relay all of this information.
Seems like there's a guy in a chair, or was there in a chair very recently. Doesn't seem to be around there anymore, though.
And Jules, do you wish to? Or I'm sorry. Reynold, you relay that information.
Yeah.
All right, then let's move in. And there's the chain here and the lock to contend with. Do either of you have a way to get through this? Otherwise, stand back.
I pull a hammer
Well,
out.
hang on. Whoa, guys! A little finesse, please. And I'll take out my lockpicking tools and start working on that.
Personally,
You're right.
I think that's the hard way. It's just way easy just to, smash it open.
Yeah. It's a 15. I can add a side die to that if I need to.
You notice that as you start to unlock the padlock, the chains kind of start to make noise, and it's becoming kind of a noisy ordeal. If you wish to, kind of make this a quieter task, then you would be able to add that psychic die if you wish.
Yeah, I'll do that then.
Okay.
So it's 4 on that, so that'll get me up to a 19.
Okay.
So I'll just hearing the chains jingling and everything, I'll stop for a second and just close my eyes and just take a deep breath and then push forward into the lock to find the spot for it.
Very good. And you're able to then kind of remove the chains even quietly from the doors, and they slightly open, having been held closed by these chains as well. And you can see that there's a stairway leading down, pretty much a straight stairway, about 10 feet wide. As these doors open, there's a little bit more space on either side, and they lead maybe 15 feet down.
Okay. I'll turn and look back at the two of them and be like, all right, let me go ahead, because I can, I got the quiet boots. So let me tiptoe ahead and just keep an eye out. I'll give you a heads up if I see anything. Just stay behind me a little bit so we can make sure we're good. And I'll turn and look at Murderhawk. Was that his name?
Mm.
Aye, that's right.
Yep. Is there anything that I need to know about? Anything to expect coming through here?
Right,
This
they got a
place,
couple
like
of
booby
beasts
trapped
down
or the
there.
guards? Okay. beasts.
Maybe traps, but I think he relies on these 2 Minotaur.
2 Minotaur. Oh, great. Okay.
Oh, in fact, this bucket here. And he grabs the bucket of fish. Do you want to take it with you, or I could use it to distract them?
You can distract them with fish?
The Minotaur, they love fish.
I didn't know that.
Right, they do. They're really big fans of fish. Trust me, I know things about all beasts.
Okay. I'll take the bucket from him. So should
Now,
I
if they
just
smell that fish, though, they'll come for it.
So should I just throw the bucket into the room? I don't understand what I'm supposed to do here.
Right, that might be enough to take their attention away from you for at least a moment if you get caught, or maybe throw it somewhere before they notice you. I don't know.
I gotcha. Okay. Well, let's see what we
Or
can
a
do
peace
with
offering, but the Minotaur, I don't think they make peace.
that. Well, we'll see how it goes. All right, just stay behind me, just not too close, and I'll tiptoe down the stairs with a bucket of fish.
And I'm going to move you to a different map. Tell me if you can see your own tokens.
I can see my token, yes.
Oh, great. That's always nice when things like that work.
Yes, I can see my token.
Very good, very good. And so, Jules, you wish to sneak ahead. As you descend into this basement of this warehouse, you see that it has been constructed from the cliff sides, and there are, naturally created walls on the far side of this kind of, not a river, but it's Seems as though this water does have some depth to it. And you're on a cobbled path that is about 15 feet wide, and it seems to continue around the corner, kind of going south, becoming, a little bit narrower as it continues. And you notice, kind of as you step out, that there is almost a moat around this walkway. Excuse me. But it stretches kind of deep into this underground cavern. And you see that other walls have been constructed, and there are doorways, within the moat, within the water. And you could assume that they use these doorways to move, beasts through the water, through these doors.
Okay. Okay.
So as you can see,
right,
there's kind of a couple of different ways to go here. You could travel around behind these, whatever structure this is, through the water, or you could take the cobbled path forward.
All right. So I'll stop walking and wait for the other two to catch up with me, and I'll look at Killer Raven or whatever, Murderhawk, and say, okay, so there's multiple. Do you know where we're going?
I'm not sure. I think that it'll be down here somewhere. Look, Slim J, he keeps the different beasts in these cages. I don't know if he has the eggs in a cage somewhere, or maybe a chest. But he's pretty good with animals, so he'll know how to keep them alive. He probably needs to keep them somewhere kind of warm.
If I may cut in here, I do have a spell that would work pretty well for this. It's called Locate Object.
Oh,
I think that would do pretty well. Although I don't know if I'm familiar with griffin eggs. I could look for eggs in general.
Right, a griffin egg is very similar to an egg, but a lot bigger. So it might be worth a shot.
So with Locate Object, describe her name.
Are there verbal components for Locate Object? I'm sorry.
There is, yes.
Oh, thank you for putting it in the chat. I appreciate that. Okay.
It says the spell can locate a specific object known to you as long as I've seen it up close at least once, or I can locate an object of a particular kind, such as apparel, jewelry, furniture, etc. Okay. So like eggs, for instance.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Don't know where exactly. I can find a room full of eggs, but I'm just gonna cast it. Pull out my forked twig and be like, okay, go find eggs. And I release the energy into the air and see what I get.
You sense that this is, you see these kind of back walls, and you sense that these eggs are very near in one of these back rooms, but a little bit further, kind of out of sight. It is very dark down here. You have dark vision, so I'm sorry, I had your token set up for something else. Let me adjust that real quick.
Oh, I do not have dark vision.
Okay.
Is that?
Thank you.
Well, I could change that real quick. I could cast light on you.
Well, I don't know if you want to do that necessarily and make us a beacon of,
What? What's not the like?
Reynold, are you able to see more now?
Yes.
Okay. And as you cast this spell and you kind of, glean the direction of your goal here, your mission, you hear from behind you, behind the stairwell, there's a wall, but then it ends, and then there's this moat that continues around into the darkness, and you hear quiet sloshing of footsteps coming through the water towards you.
I
Can
I go on the side like we're not alone. You should probably hide.
Yeah, I was thinking, is there anywhere where we can hide in this area, or
Jules, you notice that you could, duck kind of into where the stairs ascend. There's a wall there that, might be able to shield you from view. So you'd be able to do that if you wish.
yeah, I will do that.
Okay. And Murderhawk kind of takes a step back near Jules. And as the three of you kind of back up looking for somewhere to fortify yourselves in some way, you see a massive head turn the corner like the head of a bull with large horns. And before you is a minotaur. It grunts, sniffs in violently, and its head turns towards you. Please roll initiative.
Hey, we could talk this out, man. Nah, I guess not. I got a non-natural 20.
Ah,
Mm.
bubkiss.
So just for clarification, Ben, the direction I felt this ping, was it below us on the map or to the left? That's what I figured.
Can you see it there on the left?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. A bit more western. Okay. Just so I don't start running in the wrong direction.
And Reynold, you are first.
Okay, here we go. Reynold is just going to try and solve this problem as quickly as possible, and is going to cast a banishment. At 4th level, I'm going to need a charisma save from this Minotaur.
Okay.
Damn.
We can talk about this.
How's a 0? And,
So close.
It's just as the Minotaur is roaring, its roar continues echoing, and then it suddenly is gone.
I look over to Murderhawk. Glad you took us with us, huh?
That's a neat little trick you got there.
Yes, yes. In the psychic link, I'm going to tell Jules specifically, just him, where the eggs are, where I felt them from.
Okay.
Because I'm, if I could, I'm going to talk to us like, we're trying to get these for ourselves, right? And give them back to the Griffins. That's the plan, correct?
Well, I think that's what he's trying to do too.
I think he's trying to use them against the Griffins and use them to fly away. I don't know. I was a little confused.
Let's just,
Oh, I'm
okay,
sorry.
fine.
The idea I was trying to convey was that Murderhawk is a friend of the Griffins. He's trying to return the eggs before, or get the eggs back for the Griffins before they all fly north.
Randall's entire mindset does a 180.
My apologies.
Oh, this guy's good. Never mind.
I might not have made that clear.
I may have checked out writing notes. Murdoch, the eggs are down that way, I think. And I point off to the rooms.
Beautiful. And Murderhawk, rushes forward.
That'll be my turn. I can't do anything else. I mean, I guess I'll move.
And as Murderhawk rushes forward, there's a Minotaur before him. And out of the darkness, this Minotaur charges.
Uh-oh.
And a 16 does hit Murderhawk. Murderhawk takes 17 damage.
How is
falls to the
Murderhawk
ground prone. I'm sorry.
how's Murderhawk looking? Does he look like he took that hit pretty well, or is he like almost dead?
Murderhawk seems stout as the bull rushes him. He is knocked to the ground as he grunts. He's still conscious. And then next is Jules.
Okay. Jules is going to look at the fish that he has. First of all, how well can I see anything? You
can
There's
see
not really
as
any
far
light
as your vision takes you on the map. So I think I have you set up to see about 30 feet in this darkness.
Okay. What's that? All right. Okay. So so then I can't see what just happened with, all right. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to, I guess this counts as my action. I'm going to take that pail of fish that I have.
Okay.
And I'm going to hurl it over in this direction. Oh, wait, wrong thing. Over in this direction over here. Just flinging it into the darkness.
I'm sorry, can you ping the map for me one more time?
Over in this direction.
Thank you. Okay, very good.
So you just and a clang, click, clang, clang, clang in the background. And just waiting to see if that's what they told me to do, throw the fish. So I threw the fish.
Okay.
I still can't see the Minotaur, so I'm not even fully sure where he's at. So I'm going to throw the fish into there, and I'm going to hide again for my bonus action, and that's going to be my entire turn.
Okay.
So I got a 21 stealth for my hide.
Very good. And then Reynold, you're up.
All right. Well, there's some fish that was thrown. Murderhawk's okay, I think.
And you see the Minotaur's head whip over to the fish. And attacks made against the Minotaur will have advantage this round.
I see. Well, here's what I'm going to do. Reynold is going to... do I do it now? Yeah, I do it now. Reynold is going to cast a guiding bolt at this Minotaur. He's going to do it at, let's say, a 4th level. You know, really pump this up. We're going to see. Oh, that's the wrong spell. Don't worry about that. We're gonna roll to see if guiding bolt hits before I do anything else. That's a 19 to hit. Okay, I'll do it correctly this time. 4th level. Gonna give him 23 radiant damage.
Okay.
And now, according to the spell, for specific wording, there's a magical dim light on him that gives advantage on an attack against him. So hopefully that helps Jules see him. At least let him knows what I'm attacking against. And then for my next trick, I'm gonna move back 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet, and that'll be my turn.
Okay. And Murderhawk is kind of taken off guard here as he rushed forward through the water, just making it to these large doors where perhaps the eggs are on the other side, and he's been gored and knocked into the water on his back, and the Minotaur stands above him, and the Minotaur swings his great axe.
Murderhawk, you were good when I knew you.
And a 19 will hit, and rolls against this Minotaur will have advantage until the start of its next turn. And Murderhawk kind of, rolls out of the way of the axe, smacks his shoulder on the stone wall, and grunts in pain, just getting out of the way of this killing blow. And Murderhawk actually then speaks a word of magic, and although a moment before this stone was a physical barrier, harming him, perhaps dislocating his shoulder, the next moment Murderhawk seems to roll into the stone itself, disappearing from sight.
That's
Jules, you're up next.
Okay. I am going to go ahead and pop out of my hiding spot and make a attack at the Minotaur that is now lit up like a Christmas tree.
Okay.
So that'll be, come on, crit. Oh, no crit.
I'm gonna give him a +10 on that, using my War God's blessing.
Okay.
Okay. So that'll be, with sneak attack, it's going to be 28 points of damage total.
Okay.
And then I will use my movement. Let's see. Whoop. Go away. Sorry. 5, 10, 15, 20. Wait. I'll use my movement, and I'll use a bonus action to dash, just to get over into this corner. This corner here.
Okay, very good. And Reynold, I'm sorry, will that be all from Jules?
Yeah, that'll be it. That'll be my turn.
Okay, then Reynold, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna move up a little bit just to have this guy in sight.
Okay.
A little more. Then I will. What to choose? I'll put on a spiritual weapon. I'll pop one right next to him. I'll cast it at a 3rd level. So we're gonna put it up there. It's a 16 to hit this. Oh wait, with advantage. So that'd be 27.
Hits.
And that's at 3rd level for 11 force damage. And then I'm going to cast Toll the Dead on it. Because I believe this is a... Yep, they're both saving throws. So I'm going to cast Toll the Dead. I'm going to need him to make a... I haven't used this in so long. A Wisdom saving throw of 17.
A 17.
That makes it, so nothing happens. Very sad. Reynold cries a little.
Thank you, Reynold.
And then Reynolds is going to back up a bit more and call it a day.
This Minotaur is reckless and has a thirst for blood, but it also knows that it's outmatched, and it carefully moves away from Reynold's summoned spiritual weapon, and it kind of slinks away behind the corner, guarding itself as it moves back. And as it does so, Murderhawk rolls out of the wall itself, and then quickly rushes to the doors next to him and kicks them open. And the chamber before him must be empty because he grunts, moves to the next door, and readies a kick against these doors, looks around nervously. And Jules, you're up next.
All right. Jules is going to come around the corner, looking for the Minotaur, but the Minotaur is not there, obviously. So he will fall into line with Murderhawk there, checking the doorways and stuff, and I guess go to the next one and check that spot, see if he can find anything in there.
Sure. As you pass the first large doorway that Murderhawk kicked open, you see that it's kind of an empty cell with a small amount of sand and then a small amount of water as well. And then you rush to Murderhawk's side, and apparently you can see through this door, and it seems to be kind of open slightly already, and you do see a chest on the other side of the door, and it's essentially a cell here with this large chest inside.
Okay. All right. I'll move over to the chest. You said the door is open, right? I can just push through the doorway?
Yes. Yeah, it seems so.
Okay. Move over to the chest, and I'm assuming it's probably locked?
The chest does seem to be locked. Yes, it has a padlock and chains on it.
Okay, well, I still have an action, so can I try to pick it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oop, forgot to take the advantage off, but that's a 28.
Okay, and the lock is easily picked. The chains fall away.
All right. I open the chest.
Ba-na-na-na. There's a red velvet piece of cloth, and it is kind of like nesting about it looks like 5 griffin eggs. Carefully sitting here in this chest on a very nice piece of fabric.
Okay. How big is this chest? Is this like could I carry it, or
you could carry it, especially with the help of Murderhawk.
Okay.
Or someone else.
So then in the psychic link to both of them, I'll just say I've got it.
Beautiful. And Murderhawk's there at the door as well.
All right, let's get out of here. These things and get out of here. Yeah.
Sure. Reynold, you're near the stairs. You move out?
Yeah.
Okay. And Murderhawk and Jules, you're both able to carry this chest, the lid kind of swinging as you carry it through the water. Carefully here. It's precious cargo. And you easily enough evacuate the 5 griffin eggs before the banished Minotaur returns, and the other Minotaur seems to want to have nothing to do with you. And as you kind of get out of this warehouse and you come back to outside of the doors, Murderhawk just says, "Thank you. I don't think I could have done it without you."
Yeah, probably not.
Randall's going to look at the padlock that Jules picked open earlier that for these outside doors. Does it seem like it's inoperable?
No, the lock has not been ruined.
Randall's going to close the doors, chain them up again, and lock it because he doesn't want anything falling him out of there.
Good idea.
Yeah, we only got like 30 seconds now, but we should keep going.
Look, I don't keep much gold, but I'd be happy to pay you. Or to do whatever I can for you.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. This maneuver is just as beneficial for us as it is for you, so...
Yeah.
Wouldn't worry too much about it.
All right, well, thank you. I could probably take it from here. He kind of hoists the chest up on his massive shoulder.
Oh, look at that. See, Jules, why don't you be more like him?
That's all right.
Strong.
I throw a psychic blade at Reynald's toes.
Oh, we can fight if you want. I mean, we haven't done it yet.
You couldn't keep up with me, old man.
Right, I don't know about that one.
Well, maybe I'll catch up with you lot in the tavern later. Old Chucker runs a nice place.
Yeah.
Sorry to cut you off, Master Jules.
No. All right. Well, let's head back then.
Yeah.
Give the good news to
Everybody.
Chucky. Yeah.
And upon entering Undertow Tavern, Chucker comes back. Hey, that was quick there.
Yeah, we were gone for like what?
Well, you know,
How, like 20 minutes?
If that.
we made quick enough work out of it.
It's kind of hard to tell the sun's not in the sky.
Yeah.
Hey, Chucker Dory.
Yeah, right, Reynold.
Yeah, you want to hear a secret?
Oh, sure.
I go over and I take my finger and I put it on his chest over his heart and I say, "You are the sun," and I cast light. The blinding 90-foot light shines out in this tavern.
Ah!
Ooh, not me.
Everyone-
I'm just an old man, Reynold.
Oh, that's what makes you so special.
You're too kind. You're too kind. Look, I got your sweet ready for you, all right? I'll get
Hey,
you
I
dinner,
said give
too.
I said give it to the kids. I'm going to be sleeping on a rock tonight.
All right, well, I'll do what I can to get you a pillar.
Yeah, I would like a pillar, though.
You betcha.
Chucker Door, you're turning me southern. What are you doing to me?
I don't know. I don't think you're meaning.
I don't know. What are you doing?
Boy, y'all ain't no.
Jules, it's
got
happening
no
to you
goddamn-
too.
What? What the heck?
I don't think you all are making fun of me.
What tarnation?
Never, Chuckadory. Never. We appreciate
never.
you. I hope our crowd hasn't been too difficult for you to deal with here.
Oh, no, they're great.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Church got a lot of coin on him, too, it seems. That Mystico, he's pretty well off.
Oh, he's been spending it?
I've been taking care of his people, your people.
Yeah, I'm like a cult leader now. It's kind
That's
of
what
weird.
I heard. It's kind of.
I know. It's a little strange.
It's not what I expected from you.
I did like a reality altering ritual like a few days ago. I brought light back to the land, and
You
I
do
have-
that.
I have the sun and a bird cage by my side.
Like metaphorically speaking.
No, not really.
No,
That's-
like literally speaking.
Literally.
What are you planning on? What are you fixing to do with it?
I don't know. I'm just supposed to look after it.
Huh.
I guess I'm supposed to bring the sun back to the land once upon a time.
If it's right there, couldn't it just get back up in the sky for us?
That's a good question.
You know, you'd think so.
Julia, can you just fly into the sky and make everything okay again?
Julia, is that the name of the light?
Yeah, I didn't know it was the sun until some people spelled it out for me. But I named it Julia. I mean, I guess you could call it Sugar, please, if you want, but same difference to me.
Well, you're kind of a strange catch, Reynold, but
Catch of the day. Get it? Because we're in a port town. No. Okay.
yeah, I got it.
Oh, okay. Jules, you take me away from it. I can't keep talking to people.
Yeah. But we're gonna thank you.
I gotta be by myself.
I'm sure you've seen
I
your,
like-
your share of business.
Very
I'll
away.
talk to y'all later.
All right, goodbye, Chuckadori. Jules, I can't. You gotta stop me, okay?
Yeah. It's I
It's like-
try.
It's a strong start, but I can't. It like the longer it goes, like the worse.
You thought
it
that was a
gets.
strong start?
I thought so. Yeah, it's good back and
Oh.
forth, and then it kind of like teetered out.
Buddy.
What?
Let's go have a drink.
Okay.
And
I'm
Mystico,
gonna take my socially awkward friend with me.
Mystico joins you.
Oh, hey.
Hi, well, it looks like we'll be able to set sail then. When are you planning on heading north, and how?
I haven't thought about it. I thought we'd just walk.
I've been asking around, and it'd probably take a good couple of weeks for these ships to be see ready. You still want me to go back to Omnis, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be too dangerous north. I mean, we bought part of this tavern. We did like an investment thing, so you should be okay here.
Yeah, we spoke with the owner,
Proprietor.
the proprietor, and yeah, you guys are good to go here. You're covered.
Isn't that so? Our members of the light, our followers that have magical capabilities gifted to them. Do any of them have the ability to mend stuff? Is that like a possibility, or is it just what they got is what they got? I don't know if I'm like a special case because I'm not real good with this magic stuff, but
What do you have in mind?
the mending spell, I heard it's a pretty common one. I mean, I could go to sleep and wake up with it tomorrow. I mean, it may not be it could be a miracle worker, although it's got some limitations.
Oh, no. Yes, some of the students know mending. None of us have the grasp that you do, of course, Master Reynold. But yes, there are those among us who can manage that. Absolutely.
Well, I don't know if that would help speed up the repair effort or not. I mean, ideally, the faster the better. Maybe I could go talk to him and convince them more.
Was wondering, what do you think about making another sanctuary here in Frelsey, and maybe we'll work from here?
That depends. You got another 1,000 gold worth of stuff on you?
I do. Yes, I do.
Oh, wait, literally?
Yes, when you told me what a benefit you could confer, I had students pick up many extra components for this very purpose. So I have enough for a sanctuary here, and I was going to give you enough for a sanctuary elsewhere. But I think the components are specific just for that spell.
You are flush.
Oh, it is the Church of the Light. It is not my money, and there is no better cause I could picture for this. Not at this time.
What a miracle. Well, sure, I'd love to start. Yeah, that'd be great. I gotta talk to Chuckadori, see if he wants this anywhere. Chuckadori! Hey!
Hey there, Reynolds. Yeah.
Hey!
Yeah, sure.
How do you feel about your tavern becoming a holy sanctuary? Wait, hold on. Mystical. Did you mean like here, or like somewhere in this shipyard?
Oh, this is one of the larger establishments, or at the train yard. Then we have one on each side of the rails. But this, I mean, there are many beds here already. It is your call, my lord, really.
Jules, what do you think? Do I do this in the name of transportation or capitalism? The tavern or the train yard? It's hard, isn't it?
Say, because I don't want to immediately take the side of capitalism, but also we are sort of financially invested in this place, so. And as they mentioned, there's already beds, there's already stuff here. Maybe this might be the better location.
Yeah, I mean, the other end of the train yard would be great for just what I would do it here. I'm just gonna do it here. It'll be fine.
All right.
You can move the rails to the spot if you need to. It'll be okay.
We could set something up, something real nice, a way to get up there.
Yeah.
A lift or something.
You could really dive into the transportation market.
I like that. Well,
yeah.
I'll probably start with keeping on fixing this place up, but
it'll be a lot more
what needs
permanent.
to be.
Okay. Do you have like a fireplace here I could do this for? To keep with the fire and light theme. I could have like a big beacon up top like I did before. Ooh, maybe that's how we do it. Mystica, what do you think? Do we go with the brazier like we did before? and put it on the top of the tap? No, because we don't want to limit expansion. Fine, I'm just gonna do it at the fireplace. I take a chair and I pull up to the fireplace. I take off my armor because it's very warm. And I gather the components from the followers of the light, and I just start doing the spell.
Mystico assists you. I think this will be lovely. Yes. This is great.
A big old hearth for everyone to gather around in times of need. Ain't that dandy?
Mystico will help you with this ritual. It seems as though the evils of, that have assaulted Trikeshnia and taken over Trikeshnia have not yet made it to the coastal city here of Frelsey and the Frelsey shipyards. So you're able to complete this ritual over, the 24 hours that it requires to cast it. And I think that will be a good time for us to take a quick break here this evening. We'll take about I need to grab some food, so like a 13-minute break here. We'll be back at 7:45, and the adventure will continue. We're back live. Welcome everybody. Thanks for hanging out. This is the Heroes Era. I'm your Dungeon Master Ben. Of course, with me, Bodhi is Reynold and Chris is Jules. And we're continuing the game here. Players are kind of getting ready to set out on a journey of sorts. I'd say that the main overarching mission is to rescue Brahms. Unfortunately, to do that, you have to pretty much travel across the world, across the frozen world. So, you've just helped to recover these griffin eggs. The griffins had been wreaking havoc on the harbor, breaking all the masts of the various ships or the ships themselves if they tried to set sail. And you met Murderhawk, friend of the griffins, and with him, you all retrieve the eggs, and he has returned them to the griffins. And indeed, the murderous cries of the flocks of griffins above have abated, and it is actually quiet now. And we'll have you find yourselves in the Undertow Tavern, and the day where Reynold was casting his ritual. What do you see Jules doing during that day, Chris?
Well, Jules will probably Jules has been doing a lot of thinking lately, so he's probably doing a lot of that, for better or worse. He is this ritual? Is this going to take like the day?
Oh, 24 hours, my man.
Okay. So yeah, he's going to do a lot of thinking about some things. He's going to take some time to kind of fill in for our cult leader while he's occupied, and kind of try to help out with that, and just making sure that people are getting what they need. Coordinating that with what's his name, the business
Mystico.
partner.
I keep thinking of the river.
Yeah, between Mystico and the tavern owner.
Chuckerdori?
Chuckerdori.
Yeah. Just keeping things flowing between the two of them. That kind of deal. Yeah, nothing specific. Just making sure, dealing with the logistics and stuff.
Okay, very good. And Chucker
towards
tells
the
you.
End of it.
Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
No problem.
Towards the end of it, as they're getting ready to wrap up, Jules will just make sure that Reynold has he'll get some food ready for him, like a drink, and be ready to get him taken care of, because he knows he's going to be exhausted coming out of this.
Absolutely. Okay. And then Mystico had assisted throughout the ritual, and Reynold, you find yourself completing the ritual.
And done. Whew. Oh, sweet and ale. Oh. Why does my back hurt every time?
Because you were standing up for 24 hours straight. Here,
Was I not
food.
sitting down? Oh, I brought a stool and everything.
Yeah, you brought a stool and you stood next to it for 24 hours. I don't know.
I got too ahead of myself. Oh, I couldn't stop. Oh well. Thank you.
Listen, yeah. Eat up, and get yourself situated, and then get some rest because I know you're tired.
And to clarify the additional effects of this ritual,
Tongues. So every creature that is in this space can understand each other, even if they don't know the language of the other person.
wow, intriguing. Okay.
And for a port town that may see a lot of traffic, that seems like it'd be a very, very useful thing to have.
Beautiful.
Absolutely.
Well, you might be quite exhausted and need to rest, and perhaps then we would find ourselves in the Undertow Tavern the following day, rested up.
Yep. Yeah, and when Reynold, when you get up the next day and come out of your room, Jules will be actually waiting in the hallway just outside your room for you.
Ooh, that was a good night's sleep.
Yeah. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. I see you're not kidnapped in the middle of the night. It's always good to see.
Yeah. Same. Mordecai's still snoring in his room, also not kidnapped.
But that's also very good to know. He has a tendency to do that.
Yeah. Hey, let's. You want to take a walk?
Sure.
Let's take a walk.
Okay.
And we'll head outside, and we'll walk for a few minutes. I'm not kind of basic chit chat sort of stuff, and then I'm gonna find kind of like a somewhat secluded place that's just like out of the main thoroughfare of traffic and everything, and off to the side, not necessarily like hidden, but just off the beaten path. And
Very good.
Are we gonna stab somebody here? Are you gonna stab me?
Jules is gonna open up his bag of holding, and he's gonna reach inside, and he's gonna pull out a. Damn it, Bodie!
What's
gonna pull out a scimitar.
I don't. Whoa, Jules! I thought we were cool, man.
Will you? And he's throw a psychic blade at your toes again.
Whoa, my toes!
Relax.
I'm just messing with you.
I'm gonna hold the scimitar out and show it to you. Do you?
Yeah.
Do you remember this?
It's Mikas's. Yeah.
Yeah.
Our golden child in the sky.
You remember the deal I made with him about this this blade?
Yeah, you would return it to his family, I believe.
Yeah, it's a family heirloom of his.
Yeah,
very, very important to him and to his family that this is returned. I don't know what's going to happen to us with this next leg of our adventures here. I think it would be very naive to think that there's not a very, very real possibility that our very near futures don't involve either our demise or us being chained up into a dungeon for who knows how long.
Yeah, that doesn't seem very good. Why are you?
The boats. I kind of look towards the docks. ships and everything are getting fixed up. Hopefully, we'll get traffic in and out of here pretty soon. Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully. We're gonna get these people out.
Yeah, got to get these people out. Got to head north to deal with all that. Right.
The demon stuff. Yeah.
I don't think I'm going north when the ports open up.
Well,
Listen, listen, Red. I'm not abandoning you or Mordecai or running away from what we have to face, because we have to face it, and I'm not gonna escape it. You know, and I certainly would not run off and leave you all to, take the fall for that. But I have to get this blade back to the rightful owner.
right. Yeah, we kind of
I have to
promise that a while ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's been a no rush kind of thing, but with everything else that's been happening, and then those spirits that we saw the other day, it just made me think of Mikas, and not being at peace because I never got around to doing the thing that he was supposed to do. And if I don't do it, then it's either going to sit there and rust on my corpse, or it's going to end up in some random vault belonging to the council where some asshole is going to be swinging it for evil.
Yeah. Yeah. Can't really return something if you're dead. Unless you're like a lich or like a necromancer.
Yeah, and magic's not my thing, so I'm probably not going in either of those.
There isn't my thing. Yeah.
Listen, I'll stick around. I'm gonna stick around until the ships take off, and when the time comes, I can, and I will find you guys. Don't forget, I belong to a super secret shadow organization that's pretty good at that sort of thing.
Oh, yeah.
If it were them after us instead of the council, we'd have been dead by now. Just
really?
Yeah. They're way better at it than the council is, thank goodness. My point being, even when the council can't find you, I will.
All right, that's kind of...
That sounded creepier than I meant it to.
I know,
sorry.
I get it. I get it. It's just a little, Hey, who am I to speak? Delivery is not my thing. So does that mean you're leaving now, or?
Well, the ships aren't shipping out yet,
yeah.
so I can't just yet, but
I
will be.
Are you coming along for the journey north, or are you going to sit here and help with the fixing of the ships and all that?
No, north is sort of in the opposite direction of where I need to head. So,
all right.
And I'm afraid if I head north with you, this is why I'm telling you this now, because if I go north with you, I'm going to get myself in a predicament where it might be, I might not get a chance to do what I need to.
Can I make a strange request?
You've never asked permission before doing
this.
So.
This is me, Bodhi, to you, Chris. Can you roll an insight check?
Sure. Very mediocre insight. Wait, here. A slightly better than mediocre insight. It's a 12 total.
Reynold is taking in this information, and he's processing it, albeit slowly. and he's trying to be understanding and supportive of your choice and decision. You see, he says, "Well, I mean, I get your reasons. You know, we gotta make his sword back to his family. I fully support that, 100%. And I know we've been going kind of buck wild for a hot minute there, with the demons and the sun on my hip and all this other stuff going on.
Some
And
end of the world level stuff.
yeah, it's
I don't
really.
think I'm wrong for being paranoid about it.
I don't blame you any bit, nor would I in any scenario. I'm just sad, is all. You know, I don't like making friends and then leaving them just as quickly. And we've done a lot together. And I understand that this isn't this goodbye, it's see you later. I'll see you later for sure. You think I'm not going to scry on you when I got time? I'll be keeping an eye on you too. Don't you worry about that. I'll send you sending spells. I'll scry on you, make sure you're okay and all that. I might see a secret meeting I'm not supposed to see, and I might have people coming after me if that's the case. I don't know. Shadow organization is not really my thing.
Typically, if I'm involved in some sort of a meeting like that, there are usually protections in place. So if you can't get through to me, maybe that's why.
Okay, if I can't get to you, I'll think that and not that you're dead. That's comforting.
Just try. If you can't get through to me, just try again in an hour.
Okay.
But please do keep tabs on me and keep an eye on me.
Oh, we're seeing each other again. Only way we're not doing that if I die, and I'll try not to. But you know how it is.
Yep. Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Well, in the meantime, maybe we should go back and get some breakfast.
Yeah. I'll catch you down there. Just give me a moment.
Yeah, of course. Let's see it. I'll see you there.
Right. And as Jules goes down to get breakfast, Reynaud is going to go back into his room and dig throughout his pack, and he's going to take some loose bits of jewels and different pieces of materials that he's collected, just scraps, really. And would Reynaud know Jules' favorite color? I don't even know if he's even asked this question. I mean, he would assume black, but I don't know if he has any like black opal anywhere.
I will say, in the amount of time that we have been traveling and sitting around campsites and sitting around taverns and the amount of downtime that is not actively portrayed in game, I would say that maybe the what's your favorite color conversation probably came up at some point. So yeah, let's say sure, why not? Let's say that you did do that, and Jules' favorite color actually is green.
It comes together. In Reynaud's room, in secret, he takes out some jade pieces that he has from his bag of gems and fashions a necklace out of it. And the main piece of the necklace is a piecemeal jade hook. in which he will carry in his pocket. And I think he'll just keep that there in his pocket until he feels the time is right, and will let's check real quick because I don't want to make this decision myself. He's able to keep it together a little bit, and he splashes some water on his face, freshens up, takes a few breaths, and heads downstairs to go get breakfast. And is just going to try and spend time with Jules before, as much as he can.
And so you are in, excuse me, the main hall of the Undertow Tavern, perhaps at the bar, and there is somebody trying their hand at the piano there, and you all are enjoying the morning meal when the door opens, and again, the tall figure of Murderhawk is there. He strides up to the two of you as you eat. Well, there you are. You're a little busy yesterday, but I came to take you up on that drink. Master Jules, Master Reynold.
Oh yeah, no, you're just in time. I don't know if you've ever had the breakfast here, but it is. Well, it's not great, but the drinks are good. So
It's gotten a spell better lately, though. I think that old Chucker picked up a good recipe or something. I'm not
think
sure.
so. Maybe he's using a little better ingredients.
Hey, I came by. me and the birds were about to head out, but I thought I'd come extend kind of my thank you, an invitation, if you will, and if you'd like to fly north with us, me and the guys and the girls, we can take you north as far as the Ruckachucky River, if you don't mind flying on the back of a griffin.
Reynold sits there and takes us in, thinking that he wouldn't have to make the choice, but is presented with it nonetheless. Wow, that's awfully convenient. That's where Mordecai and I need to go next for what we've got going on.
Old Chucker told me that you're heading far north.
Far north.
What he said was crazy. He can't really be looking for the Shrine of the Frozen Duke, but...
No, we are.
Well, I'll get you about halfway there, and then from the Ruckachucky, depending on who's controlling it, you might need to go through the forest, Coralon's gift.
Does this have to be like an immediate thing, like today?
We're planning on leaving tomorrow. Yeah. Quick.
I think I can speak for Mordecai and say yes for the both of us. I think because I do not want to walk all that way there, and that would be terrible. And I'd rather take a griffin ride.
That's a long walk. I don't know if you'd make it.
Yeah. I kind of like grab his hands in mine and say I sincerely appreciate the invite, and I will accept.
You helped me. I can tell a good spirit when I meet one. Both of you. You took up arms by my side without hesitation, and really, you changed the life of me and my flock. You know, the griffins, they don't make babies all that often, so we had 5 of these eggs at once. It was quite a prize, and then when they were gone, I tell you, it really changed our world, so we really owe you, both of you. Now, you said Master Mordecai, but what about Master Jules? Then you won't be joining us.
No, I'm afraid my my business is taking me elsewhere for the time being.
All right, well, say no more. Reynold, Mordecai, why don't you show up early and I'll tell you a thing or two about riding a griffin. I don't suppose you've done it before.
No, I have not.
All right, well, I'd say bright and early, but that's not really an option anymore.
I can make it bright.
I feel a spirit within this place like nothing I've ever felt before.
It's the bird.
Is it really? I don't doubt it. I sense a great power in that one.
Yeah. Supposed to protect it.
Well, look, I feel like I'm intruding on something. I'll catch you laddies later.
Yeah.
Let me order you a few rounds, and if you go up the cliff, I'll have a couple of the gals flying about, and just follow them first thing in the morning when you rise, and then we'll be taking off, okay?
All right.
And Master Jules, I don't think we'll be seeing you again. I plan to go to a far land that's unexplored. They say that the realm, as it goes west, it goes forever. There's new land forever and ever. So that's where I'm going with me guys and gals, and I don't expect we'll be seeing you again, but it was a pleasure. I'll spread word of your name in the far west.
I hope the gods are as generous to you as you have been to us.
Well, say no more. Take care. And he sees himself out.
Jules, I
Mm-hmm.
God, I hate talking about this, but I feel like you should know. You see his hands are like shaking a little bit, like he's got some tremors, and he kind of like calms himself, and he grips like a mug tightly. Did I ever tell you I was a father before?
Yeah, the orc boy, right? That you adopted.
Yeah. Dismas was his name.
Dismas. Okay.
Yeah. God, I love that kid. He was a bright star. I tell you what. Every morning I'd wake up, I'd make him breakfast, we'd eat together, we'd laugh. We'd keep the windows shuttered though, so onlookers couldn't look in and ridicule us with their eyes and hate. And I taught him the trade of my craft and tried to pass on whatever knowledge I had to him and tried to shape him into be a good man, strong leader who could do better than I could. He wasn't my son by birth. Truth be told, romance has never really been in the cards for me, but I'm sure you gather that much by my
give yourself
wonderful charisma. Yeah, I can become a cult leader, but a woman? Not in my life. Not possible. So I've adopted him. Is my point. I'm kind of beating around the bush a bit. And I love to make new friends. It's something I do with people that I meet, despite how terrible I am at talking to others. But Jules, you're an incredible person. I mean, you're a little shady, sure, but I mean, who isn't? I mean, I do stuff that's off the rocker sometimes, and we all kind of like acknowledge it and move on. I don't know if you're like a major criminal or like you've done like
I'm not a criminal.
Done some
Reynolds,
bad
I've
stuff.
never.
I don't know. You can tell me that I can keep a secret. I really can't. I tell everyone it's the sun.
I've done shady things, but not everything that happens in the shade is evil.
Yeah. He like wipes a tear. God, I haven't done this in so long. And he takes the jade hook that he's crafted, and he takes it out of his pocket and he kind of like gives it to you from his hand, and he says, "Come on, it's rude not to accept."
Yeah, no, I graciously accept. Yeah, thank you.
Puts into your hand. I thought about doing it with obsidian, but remember that your favorite color is green, so I had some jade lying around. Man, this is so weird. That's easier when they're like a young kid. Jules, you may not see me in the same way that I see you, and I didn't particularly realize it until now, but I kind of see you as an adopted son.
Okay.
I don't know if you have any family that you know of, but just let it be known that if you need a dad, I'm on another continent looking at you with special magic. Oh my gods. Oh, this is looking difficult. Holy shit.
Red.
Yeah? His face is red.
Listen. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate you. To answer your question, I do have a family, but there's always family can always grow. There's always room. Okay. You are my family. I'm not gonna start calling you dad or anything, so don't make it weird.
Come on, son. He kind of like punches your shoulder a little bit.
But he looks at the little jade piece that you made him, and he goes, I will cherish this.
Thank you.
More so than anything else I own.
And if you have to take it off during a stealth mission because you're wearing all black and it's like the one piece of color, I understand. I'm not gonna be like wacko emotional about it. If I don't see you wearing it, that's fine. You accepted it, and that's good enough for me.
Jules puts it on right there.
Oh, sweet. This is going better than I expected.
Yeah. Oh, I almost forgot too, since you're going to be leaving tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I pull out a pouch, and I get this is our these are our party funds. This isn't my money. I can't take this with me. That wouldn't be right.
I mean, I would gladly take it. Kind of need money.
I'll give you a pouch of it's got 1,075 gold in it.
Cool. God damn, Jules, you've been holding out on us. I mean, thank you.
Yeah, again, like I said, that's it. Mostly came from the Dragon Horde. It's our party share for party expenses, so I won't be.
I mean, you're not poor now, right? You still have money yourself.
No, I'm fine. I'm beyond fine.
I mean, you're like a criminal, so you can get money easily.
I'm not a criminal.
Sorry, I just don't understand the. It's confusing to me. I'm shady and everything's bad in the dark. It's kind of like a weird motif. I mean, I guess everybody's in the dark now, so I
do that bad. I do that bad stuff to bad people.
Okay. But like,
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Okay, all
Listen,
right.
this is great. I love this. I appreciate it.
Do you think you can when you got time, of course, don't rush it on my account. I'm actually alive to tell you this and not have it be presumed. I'm totally okay with you taking your time on this, but I don't think I need this anymore. And he takes the red hook around his neck and he takes it off and gives it to him also. Now, that jade one, that's for you to keep. This one, I swear, if I find out this goes missing or that you've lost it in any fashion, I'll come and kick your ass. Okay? Now, what I want you to do, and you gotta promise me this, Jules, since you're going on a fucking, like a memorial trip, around the world, Mika's sword to his family, I want you to give that to my family. There's a unmarked grave outside my home village in a meadow that I found. It was a nice rock. There's a pond. There's some nice shade, trees, flowers, real peaceful. I want you to go, and I originally I was thinking you just put it on top of the ground, but it might get stolen that way. So I guess you want to dig up my dead son and put the ruby necklace in there with him? Or maybe what? Maybe just dig a hole next to it and just plant it in the ground that way, and maybe that'll be just be better. Okay, that's a lot off my mind. I wasn't sure how that was going to work until I got there. But please do me this little favor.
Yeah.
What is the name of the village?
I don't think I ever got a name. I don't think I ever came up with a name.
This is as good a time as any.
Out of town village. Let's call it Hope's Landing.
Love it.
Hope's Landing. Got it. Let's see. Jules will take out his little notepad and jot down.
Shit, Jules, you got like 20 names on that list. Who else are you doing this for?
That's why I got so many of these.
No wonder necklace, you gotta go.
I've got this thing. I've got this piece. I've got.
How many of these do you have?
26.
Oh my lord. No wonder.
Just jots down the name Hope's Landing and like the information you gave. And and
you see Gerald, can you like make him like extra paranoid? He was a real ass to me, he was my neighbor for 20 years, and he always gave me crap about my swords and my armor and taking money from the rich people. Just go like slap him, maybe. I don't know.
Screw with neighbor Gerald.
Anybody in town.
Got it.
Except Sarah. Sarah was a good one. Sarah was okay.
Screw with everyone but Sarah. Do something nice for her. Okay.
Even the kids. The kids are not exempt from this.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I got a real streak with my village. I hate those guys. They suck.
Reynold, can I ask you a personal and possibly difficult to answer question?
I mean, we're at this point. Might as well.
What happened to your son?
Ooh. I didn't tell you that, did I? Okay, well. On his 8th birthday, I figured he was old enough. Orcs, they get real strong real quick. They kind of have to survive in the wild. But he was kind of like domesticated a little bit because he grew up with me. So he wasn't as strong as I thought he was. And on his 8th birthday, I figured I'd show him the world a bit more instead from the safety of my home, my shop. And so we were doing a trade run to a nearby town. Sorry.
No worries, my friend.
You
can start over if you like to regroup.
It's a tough story. You take as many breaks as you do.
Anyway, it was his 8th birthday. He was really go get him. He wanted to see the world, and I wanted him to show him the world. So he took a trip to a nearby town. As I usually do for shipments and stuff, I usually lock the home when I'm gone, but I took him with me this time. I got my wagon, I got my horses, we went out. And not even 2 miles out of town, 2 miles from home, we get ambushed. Oh no, we get ambushed. Bandits, right? Yeah, that's what it looked like at first, but as we got further into the fight, it was the townsfolk. They did it. And it's my neighbors, people I grew up with, people I knew my entire life, ambushed us on the road. They killed my horses, they overthrew the carriage, they held me down and made me watch as they... I'm sure you could.
Yeah, you can. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. And I had no magical powers. I had only my anvil hammer at the time. They held down the kid, and then they basically killed him in front of Reynold because they were very racist towards him. Because he was the only non-human in the village.
And you want me to just screw with these people? You sure you don't need me to straight up murder anyone? Because...
Well, yes, I retaliated pretty hard. Why do you think they call me Reynold the Red? The bodies I buried that day, no one made it out. One kid made it out of that ambush alive to tell the story. And after that, I buried my son. I threw the bodies into a ditch. I went back to go collect my things at my home. A pack, a bedroll, pillow, camping supplies. And I left. I couldn't be there anymore. I closed up shop and I left. Took my life savings, went on the road. I couldn't be there, so I ran from my problems. And I was probably also wanted at that time, I would assume.
How long ago did this happen?
Huh? Oh, let me think. 14 years?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And so you've just been like...
Yeah, it's been a while.
Just like nomad style ever since?
Yeah, I was camping in woods to avoid search parties. I hung out with people that I had contacts with in the blacksmith trade. They sheltered me for a while. I found more understanding people to live with. And then after the heat cooled down, I started wandering more openly. And, well, wouldn't you know it, that's when Bahamut found me and graced me with a purpose. And I started reading up on scriptures, tenets of, protecting those who can't protect themselves, those who be ridiculed for what they look like, etc., etc. You've heard all the preaches by now. You understand what's up. I started following those to the letter. I started helping people that needed help, and started doing some light church work. It really wasn't my thing, though. And then I didn't really manifest anything that was too particularly interesting until I got to meet you and Mikas and some other folk. And that's when things really started to take off. And now my problems went from running off from the road and trying to find a place to stay and eat at and hunting for my own food in the forest to fighting demons and going to a ancient temple in the far north to a dark devil that takes Mordecai's face and gives him a mask instead. So you can see the real evolution there.
Red.
Hmm?
You are so worried that you're not going to be able to do what you need to do. You have the worst imposter syndrome I've ever seen from anyone. You don't know, or at least you didn't know, the scriptures that well, the writings.
I still know.
You don't know the pomp and the circumstance of it. You don't know the traditions of a service. But I don't think that's why divinity has blessed you. See, all of that stuff, that's all the stuff that we as mortals came up with to try to make the other things make sense. We came up with the rituals. We wrote out the writings to try to verbalize what was happening. We did all of that. The gods aren't interested in what we do. We are interested in what we do. You have faced hardships and battles and struggles that no one could wrap their head around. You've seen the face of pure evil in the face of your neighbors. You have walked a path. I mean, it's insane. That and after all of that, you come out of it on the other side, finding ways to help those that need help and to serve those that need that service and to provide for those that need to be provided for, even though those are the exact actions that led you to the worst events of your life, and you came out of it still trying to follow that path. That's why you are where you're at. That's why you wield the power that you wield. It's got nothing to do with whether or not you can pass a theology test about your God. You walk the path. And if you want to know how you're going to lead these people and how you're going to make your God proud of what you do, you're going to teach these people the same lessons that you taught your son and the same lessons that you taught me. You're going to show them to be compassionate to those who need to be who need compassion, to stand up for those who can't stand up for themselves, and to do what needs to be done to make sure that good overcomes evil, I guess. I don't know. But you're exactly where you're supposed to be. I don't know anyone else who would have the mindset and the experience and the wherewithal after coming through it to show people how to walk that same path better than you. You should give yourself more credit.
Jules, even though it was a very rough start and may have been the worst time of my life, I wouldn't trade it for anything. Those memories are precious, and I don't think I could give them away for all the money in the world. Because Jules,
nobody can take them.
The reason I do the things I do is because in the same way that our heart feels and our mind thinks, we are the instrument by which the universe and the gods care. Mm-hmm. If we choose to care, then the universe cares, and the gods look down on us and they care. But if we don't care, they don't care. And then we're all by ourselves. You got to share hope, compassion, and empathy if you wish to get anywhere. And he touches your heart with his finger and casts the normal version of the light spell. He says, and as long as you remember that, even in the dark, where you may slink around, you would do far better than those around you.
You're a good friend, Reynold.
You're a good son.
I said don't make it weird.
Sorry. Not good on delivery.
And then it would seem that Reynold has a path before him and Jules a different path before him. So the story that we tell will continue to follow Reynold, and Jules will seek out on his own and have will remain, at least for the time being, untold adventures. I think this is a good place to end the adventure for this week. And just to make clear for everybody, Chris is still a part of the game and will be continuing with us. So look forward to a new character from Chris in the future.
Coming soon.
So this is next week is our off week, the first week of December. I'm going to be running a one-shot on Saturday or Sunday. I'm waiting to hear back from Jason. We're trying to figure out which day is going to work the best. It'll probably end up being on Sunday. So, of course, my players here are invited. I'll share more details, as they become clear. But next week is our week off. I will run that one shot next weekend. I will probably end up streaming it too, as long as all the players are cool with that. But other than that, we will continue this adventure the second week in December, and Reynold will, and with Mordecai, continue to, their quest to rescue Brahms. So until next time, the adventure continues.